Welcome to Colorado Renegade. Today we're going to transform this truck.
We want to get these bumpers for a long time, so today you get to see us actually finally doing an install on these. I ordered these in September, and everyone was kind of doing like a pre Black Friday special, so I ended up getting a really great deal. I've got these bumpers from AmericanTrucks.com. They're not a sponsor, but they had some really good prices, and I really like how their catalog works. You put in your truck, you put in your color, and then they try to make it so everything you're looking at it in what it would really appear on your truck. So shows that your truck is blue, shows your extended cab or crew cab or whatever it is, and all of the photos. And I think that's really awesome. I think it's an awesome way to show kind of preview a product, what it looks like. So here you can see we're kind of prepping everything to get the rear bumper off. I'd never taken a rear bumper off one of these newer trucks and did not realize how flimsy these bumpers are. It was pretty crazy. So you can see it took us a little bit to get that done. And in the end, we ended up just kind of ripping it off. The easiest thing to do if you're going to be doing this on your own is pulling the plastic part of the bumper off first, and then you have access to all of the bolts that are attached to the chromed pieces. I didn't say it earlier, but these bumpers are the Barricade bumpers. The rear bumper comes with two 3-inch lights in it, and I ended up getting the Auxbeam light controller for this setup. You can also see in this video here what the new taillights look like. You'll see here later in the video as we're kind of testing and play with those.
Okay, a couple little shortcuts on this. When you are installing this bumper, we decided not to take off the hitch which came with the truck, and the holes mount up perfectly, so there's no worry about taking off the 3 bolts there and having this big heavy thing that my camping trailer's hooking up to. So that's one thing. So we've got our brackets here. The other thing is the bumper sensors. So the instructions say that you're supposed to put the foam on the front. This foam goes on this clip. You're supposed to put it in, and if you look real close, there's a hole there on each side, and you're supposed to take this and set it down, straight down. But I think that they've changed this design, and I actually think you're supposed to face them up now. So they go in these little holes up here. I'll show you this when I'm done. Okay, so that's what it looks like when it's done.
Me and my son did this install together. As you can see, we were taking our time. It was a Saturday, so we weren't trying to rush to get this install done. We just wanted to make sure that we got it done and got it done properly. This install, I think if you knew what you were doing as far as taking a bumper apart, or you took the plastic piece off first, probably would only be an hour or less. I'm not exactly sure how long it took us. Probably about an hour and a half by the time we had everything bolted up and the lights configured where we wanted it to go. So took our time, enjoyed our Saturday while we were putting on the bumpers. One of the things you might see that I use a lot in here are the Ryobi battery-powered drills. They're just the cheap drills off of Home Depot, but I've got about 6 different types, and these hold up really well now. The new ones that are out, especially the brushless, there are some really nice drills. And one of the things that I ended up getting is the impact driver, the one that undoes lugs and stuff, and we used that on this bumper. It's heavy, but boy did it ever save some time, and it really cut down on the noise, because with the air compressor going off and having to have the hose running everywhere for the air compressor and the air wrench. So we got the battery powered one, and boy do I ever like that when using it to work on the truck, especially if I need to move around and something like that.
So these are the only 2 bolts we had to put back on, but there's a assembly right here. We undid that. And there's 2 bolts here, and it's the same on the other side. Disconnect the wiring harness and then basically rip the old bumper off. And then install back on. Now I just have to do the little sensors. You'll see sensor here. Push that back on. We're done.
Time to get into these side skirts. So as you can see, just starting to take off the old side skirts. I'm actually going to use these on my son's truck. He's got a 98 Mazda B4000, and we're just going to make a new bracket for it and put those on his truck since his doesn't have any. I shouldn't say side skirts. These are running boards. I apologize. But these ones I like. They're also the Barricade set, the same thing as the front and rear bumper. They're a little more beefy. They got some more grip. So it's snowed since this video, and having the extra grip on there on the trip that we took to Canada during the cyclone bomb, whatever people are calling it, bomb cyclone, it was really great. I do worry that these ones might rust a little sooner than I would like due to them being steel versus the aluminum construction, but I guess we'll see how long they hold up. Here you can see a side-by-side view of the new versus the old taillights that I put on. No real functional change. I just wanted to go from bulbs to LEDs.
All right, install number 2. So toolbox, you can grab the handle, swings around, nice, opens up. Straps and stuff in there and locks in there. Real nice. Install number 3 is these wheel wells. You got plastic liners.
Well, due to how things arrived and the order they came in and time frames and stuff, due to, I guess you could call it a supply chain shortage, whatever, you're going to see me take this grill off 3 separate times throughout this video. This time I'm taking it off because I'm doing the headlights. The second time I take it off, it's because I did the front bumper, and I think my battery went dead the one time on when I actually did the grill, but I had to obviously take it off again, take the grill apart, put the new grill piece on in order to get the final grill look that was on here. So it was a process that happened over a period of about 3 weeks. So here you can see we got the grill off, then we're taking the headlights off. You can see all the pieces you actually have to take off in order to get access to the bolts that hold on the headlight. And here we're finally putting them on. We test them out a little bit. If you look on the right hand side, this happens throughout the video. Apparently the little LED lights that are from my workbench brighten and darken depending on, I guess, the wavelengths or something in the electricity. They look like they're flashing in the high speed version, but it's interesting. Anyways, here you can see me testing out the lighting. I ended up having to come back and do a secondary wire which has the highlighted part of the headlight, which I'll show at the end of the video. I had to do that separate as well because I had to hook it up to my light switch, which I didn't have installed in the truck at this time. Well, here it was cold out and I didn't feel like wearing normal pants, so I just wore some jammy pants, nice and warm while working in the garage. It's just right around freezing temperatures outside, so here I'm taking off the grill for a second time because this time it's time to replace the bumper.
All right, well, GoPro went dead, so I'll hold the camera as steady as I can. We got the new bumper on. Got the wiring kind of situated. We fixed the tilt on it and then installed the bug deflector. So now I'm just going to work on the wiring, get all the wiring up to our distribution block, and then we'll be hooking this up inside the car, or the truck, I mean. I don't know. Soonish, right? Everything's tomorrow. Boy, that matchup looks good.
Here you can see we got the grill on, bug deflector, headlights, front bumper, side skirts, rear bumper, the taillights, vinyl on the back. I took the 4x4 thing off of there. Here's another look at that. You can also see final view there. Tailgate, I got that black overlay like the Raptors. Here we have the LOBO, which replaced the F150 sign, which F150 in Mexico is LOBO. I thought that was neat to add.
All right, well, today we're going to discuss some truck camper build stuff. One of the things I've talked about is I've hated this center console, so I bought one. And today I'm going to install it. Came with new vents and the whole piece. We'll see what happens with that. It should have came with the power inverter and all the hookups for that. The only thing it didn't come with was a cup holder where the shifter is, so this one's actually gonna have a shifter there. I don't think I'm keeping it, but figured I would just bring you along for the ride. I guess first, let's get this puppy unpackaged. screws open, my truck's wired. So it turns out in order to get the center console out, we got to take out the back seat, or the front seat, to get one of the screws. So just undid it. You'll see right here, lots of dog hair, but yeah, this down in there doesn't let you get to that screw. Dang, time to vacuum. Between the dogs and the kids, it's crazy. All right, so you can see there's one screw there that you don't need to take the driver's seat out for, although maybe putting everything back together, it's easier. We'll see. Passenger side, definitely need to pull the seat out, and it gives you more space to kind of move around. This is kind of heavy. It needs to be lifted straight up and pulled out. There you have it. The old center console. Much smaller. So now we get to start disassembling the dash. So we start off by pulling off 2 vent pieces, go all the way down, and then we pull out that there. And that will allow, you'll see that the new one's got all new pieces. I decided to just take it out. 4 screws, let my kid vacuum this all up, get this looking all good. I can focus on that. All right, you can see we took all the trim off of there. The new center console kit came with all the trim we need. Took out the shifter and order a new plastic piece, and it just attaches with 2 screws, and then I'll have 4 cup holders right here. And since I don't have any of the linkages and stuff for that, I just figured now's the best time to take it out.
Some are the correct colors, some are not.
Oh yeah, we got, these are a lighter gray than ours are, but oh well. Well, there you go. We are got the console in. It's installed, all nice. Just about to put the seats in. Not much room in the back. No one's really gonna sit there in the middle. Not that we had people doing it anyways. And yeah, no one's sitting in the middle. So we just went from a 6-seater to a 4-seater. Oh well.
Convicted.
Well, here's a look of it all put together. I'm still missing the plastic piece for the cup holder here.
All right, cool upgrade of the week, maybe the month or year. I got my puppy Reggie with me. Center console. Open it up, and what's this? Got my map. A little power button. Oh look, a refrigerator. Sweet. Hey, thanks for watching. In the next video, we're going to talk about the Line-X bed liner that we got, and then the topper. See you soon.